Welcome to the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, which is the location for today's race. The cars are out on the grid, so let's join the action down on the track. At 2,285 meters above sea level, the thin air of the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez poses a unique challenge, not just to a driver's skill, but to the efficiency of their engines as well. 17 corners make up a lap of this 2.6-mile circuit, and you can expect incredible speeds in excess of 220 miles per hour, and overtaking too into the hard braking zones of turns 1 and turn 4. I, for one, can't wait to get started, and there's another very excited little chap here beside me as well. It's our very own Anthony Davidson. Great to see you again today.
Thanks for that, Crofty, and I'm really anxious to get underway here. We've got all the makings of a great race today. World champions in competitive cars, lots of drivers on form, and I suspect a few strategists on the pit wall looking to try something a bit different and maybe jump their cars up the order.
Keep your eyes open on the run to turn 1 and keep it clean. We want to come out in one piece. Good luck.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. Sebastian Vettel will start on pole. Fantastic qualifying from the multiple world champion, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Rosberg, Ricciardo, Valtteri Bottas, and Raikkonen, Massa, Kvyat, Verstappen, and Sergio Perez, Button, Sainz, Nico Hulkenberg, and Palmer, Gutierrez, Alonso, Romain Grosjean, and Kevin Magnussen, Ericsson, and Nasser, Pascal Wehrlein, and Rio Haryanto completes the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
What is up, guys? JayFerGaming here. Welcome to another F1 2016 video. This is me driving as Nico Hulkenberg in the Force India at the Mexican Grand Prix track. And yeah, I just wanted to showcase a video dedicated to a race, and I thought the Mexico track's pretty good. I do enjoy this one. We'll stick in a mid-range car, and currently the AI are on expert, but I just want to have an exciting race and show this off to you. And here we go. First look of the formation lap in a race situation. So the lead cars are going off. In terms of this feature, I do quite enjoy it. I'm going to do some tests in the future to see how it actually affects your temperatures and how that affects your start. So yeah, that's a video idea I'll be looking to do in the future. But yeah, in terms of this, for the couple of races I've done so far, I've kind of enjoyed it. And I thought I'd test it out here to see what happened when I jumped a position, because obviously I'm starting in 13th behind Carlos Sainz, and I tried to learn it back through here, and it took him quite a while to get back past. I think the AI are very cautious in these kind of situations, but yeah, if you cock it up on the formation lap, which to be fair is probably pretty easy to do, the AI will sort you out, and I think it drives you back to the grid. It's a shame that the AI does drive you to your grid slot for the final corner around the pits. I'd like to manually do that personally, but I suppose with people messing it up and just cocking it up, messing around. But here we go, manual start of the Mexican Grand Prix, 5 lights, and away we go. And we actually get a pretty good getaway in terms of the revs. I think 11,000's a decent place to start, and we've got a run on button here. Sainz got a decent start. It's such a long run to turn 1. Where are we going to go? We're trying to go to the inside, but there's no room there. So we're in the mid-pack, midfield, and oh, there's not a lot of room. There's another Toro Rosso cut in the first corner. I'm sick of them doing that, because they usually cause incidents in these races. So far, Kvyat barges off again. It's always Kvyat at the start of the race. Kvyat has made contact with me 3 races out of 3. So we go for a move on Verstappen, but we've got cars ahead of us which might get in the way. Verstappen goes up the inside of our teammate. Are we going to look for a gap here? Cars side by side, so they go pretty slow. It's so tight, trying to make no contact at all. We've got the inside line on Verstappen. Can we follow our teammate through? I think we have. And there we go, up to P9. Solid start there. Us and our teammate in his home Grand Prix. Obviously the fans will be supporting the Force India team, so that's a great start. And I love manual starts so much. I can't understate how important they have been. I can't even talk. I love it that much. how important it is for an F1 game to have manual starts. It just customizes the start. It brings a bit of skill into it. Starts are random, the AI, it's not just follow each other through the first corner. It's actually something you have to be good at, and I absolutely love it. On to lap 2 now, and we're behind our teammate. That's this chicane here, the profile is definitely different from last year. It's a lot slower because I used to straight line that quite a lot. It was so easy to corner cut as well. And yeah, that's a lot different. There was debris there probably from the second corner incident involving Kvyat, but we go for moving our teammate. And look how close the cars are ahead. Vettel started on pole and cars are just side by side. He's getting blocked out. We've gone for a lovely move up the inside of Felipe Massa, and I'm up to P7. You might say the overtakes look a bit easy. I am only on expert AI just so I can get a competitive race out there for you guys, and just so while I improve I'm going to race on expert and hopefully progress to legend. But yeah, we seem to be quite even, myself and the AI, in this race. So yeah, 7th position for Force India isn't too unrealistic. Actually, it's not unrealistic at all, but Ricciardo and Vettel really slowing each other up, holding Bottas back, and now, once again, we're going for another triple overtake like I did in my first race at Australia, so nicely done. And we're up to P4 now, we're not far off the lead at all. Could be a sign I need to go up to Legend AI, but I'm having fun nonetheless, and just ahead of Vettel, so let's see what happens here, and we'll move on to the next clip. At the end of the lap, we make a stupid mistake in the final sector. We slide off the curb into the wall, lose position to Vettel. Luckily, there's no damage, but yeah, I've been making quite a few mistakes, usually on the curbs. If you haven't heard me say it already, then you need to subscribe to my channel, because I think I've said it in every video so far, that the curbs are just killer. They spit you out, and yeah, it really does unbalance your car, which I'd imagine is more realistic, and it makes it more of a challenge. You can't just chuck your car over the curbs like you've been able to in the last few Codemasters games. So yeah, you definitely have to adjust your driving style if that's what you're used to. And now we're on the back of Vettel. Can we go for a move here? We've got DRS, but I think we're probably a bit too far back. Bottas is on our tail as well. And are we going to go for a move? No, it's probably a bit too late. I really like the look of the lockups on this game. The smoke coming off the tyres looks brilliant. And at the moment, our engineer is asking us if we want to change our strategy. That's a good addition in my opinion. And 3 laps earlier than our initial strategic pit stop. So I thought I'd just go for it. It didn't sound right. If this was like a career mode race, I don't think I would have done this. But it's the first time I've listened to the engineer, so I thought, what the hell, I'm going to come into the pits and put on the soft tyres, and I completely cocked this up. Wow. Yeah, variable strategies available. Well, I'm in the wall, so I do use a flashback. I usually wouldn't, but for the purpose of this video, it's just a showcase video, I decided to do that. So coming into the pits very early indeed, we're getting the undercut by like 2-3 laps. So, whoa, that is a quick stop, under 2 seconds. That's the quickest pit stop I've ever seen on an F1 game. That was incredible, but yeah, try not to loosen on the exit. We're going to come out in P18, I think. I do hear a car coming up behind us. Who is that? Someone's coming, and it's Pascal Wehrlein in the manor, so we should get past him pretty quickly, I'd imagine here. We're right on the back of him. Are we going to get... Oh, he's slow here. I'm kind of pushing him through the corner. Come on, Pascal, speed it up. Are we going to get DRS here? I think we should, and we don't. But the slipstream effect and the extra speed we have in this car allows us to go around the outside of him and up to P18. So we're going to get the undercut on the front runners. Let's see how that pans out for us. And will these soft tyres last all the way to the end, with us pitting a lot earlier than we were supposed to? So coming into the final corner, which is very tricky indeed. Sometimes you'll see me come through here, and the amount of oversteer I get is unbelievable. Just trying to get my foot on the power. So there's a few cars in the pits. I think that's Daniel Ricciardo coming out the pits, who was just behind us if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, he's kind of got the overcut, and I should be on the back of him here. So if I do get DRS, I'll be able to attack him into turn 4, is it? I will get DRS by the looks of things. I think he might get DRS as well to defend There is a car ahead of him. I think that's a Renault. So can we go for a move? We think about it, but no. A little bit too far back, but I'm pretty sure this Renault F Palmer just ahead of him will hold him up. So it will give us the opportunity to go for the overtake. So alternate or different strategies from the AI, which is very interesting. It's good to see that kind of thing. It does shake things up, which makes the racing more exciting. Like in this race, the two Williams have started on the soft tyres, and we'll be going on to probably the super soft tyres in the latter stages. But you could see bits of tyre rubber on the camera. Things like that just make it look really nice this game. We'll go for a move up the inside of Ricciardo, a slight nudge, but we get the move done, and we're up to P13. You saw our teammate has gone into the pits. It's the little additions like that, like yeah, obviously telling us when our teammates in the pits, when cars are retired. It just helps us out, and yeah, it gives us more knowledge. It means we don't have to go and look at the race direct and realise that someone's retired 5 laps ago, and we didn't even know about that. But Ricciardo's going for a move here. We've got DRS and Palmer to defend, and we have much better straight line speed than the Red Bull, so we can defend our position of P7. I think this could be our genuine position. Yeah, we don't have the pace of the front runners, but it looks like we could get a decent points finish in this race. So Ricciardo's going for the move once again on the start-finish straight. This is definitely his best opportunity. We don't have DRS this time to defend, so he's going to go past. We try and psych him out by squeezing him to the inside. What are we going to do here to get our position back? Because our teammate isn't too far behind us, and if we battle too hard here, we could be under pressure from him. So we don't really get a great run there. And Ricciardo, it's double DRS, isn't it? Ricciardo gets DRS again. That kind of sucks in my opinion. It should be the car behind. That would make things more exciting, but we'll try and fight back, see if we can keep up with the Red Bull. And it turns out that we didn't really have the pace, and now our tyres are seriously going off. You can see our front tyres 58 and 56%, as Max Verstappen has retired, which I did say before is a great addition that we get told that. And you can see he has an engine failure by the looks of things. And now we're going to be coming on to lap 15, and seriously, these tyres, my front tyres are seriously going off. The engineer has screwed me. Why undercut by 3 laps? It just hasn't worked. Massa on pretty fresh super softs is going to breeze past us. As I said before, he did start on the soft tyres, so the alternate strategy. So I don't expect to be seeing him in the next few laps, as our tyres, they could go off the cliff. We have our teammate behind us putting us under pressure, and I think it's a Toro Rosso. Carlos Sainz is just behind him, so if we don't watch out, we could finish outside of the top 10, but it should be an interesting teammate battle here. Are we going to go for a move on Massa? It would be a little bit too risky, so we slot in just behind him, trying to keep up with him, and then hopefully get DRS on the start-finish straight to defend, but that is if we stick behind him. But you see once again more debris on the camera lens. That looks like it's discarded rubber from the tyres. So yeah, a nice addition there once again from Codemasters. I do like to see these little tweaks to the game, and it looks pretty good. So now we are under pressure. We did drop a little bit too far back from Massa to get DRS, and now our teammate's going to go for the move to Force India's, one of them at his home Grand Prix, going down the longest straight in F1. It's got to be one of the longest, and Perez is going for it. Sainz is going for it as well. Is he going to go for the move? We can't really defend too much because Perez is in the way. We make contact and he just slows down. That's a bit of a stupid thing, the AI, what they do, and we defend our position from the side, but we're losing track of Perez. We don't have DRS, so yeah, he might be getting away. We might have to defend our 9th position at the moment from sides. Yeah, Perez has got away. This strategy is awful. Look at our front tyres. They're totally going off the cliff. I have no grip at all. Can Sainz get past us? He does, but we try and use the slipstream to get our position back on the penultimate lap. We're going to go for a dive bomb to defend our position. Can we get it back? We do indeed. And we swoop past the Toro Rosso. If we can do it for another lap, then we will secure a 9th position. But you can see how much we are struggling with these tyres. Such a difficult task. And on to the final lap. Sainz will be coming again. DRS. And we go defensive, but he goes to the inside. Gets the move done. We're up to 87% tyre wear on the front tyres. It's so tricky. We need to try and defend this. Get our position back. We try and go for a switch back here. Try and get a better run through the chicane. But Sainz just parks it. We don't have an opportunity. And he's going to get DRS through here, isn't he? He does, but he doesn't have the best straight line speed, so we might have a shot at the dive bombs. Use the slipstream up the inside. Can we keep the car under control? No contact. We just keep the car on the track, and we take a pretty horrible line through there, especially with awfully used front tyres, and we're luckily defending this snipe position. But this is kind of shouting out at me, don't listen to the engineer and pit 3 laps before you were supposed to in a 25% race. There we go, Lewis Hamilton has won this, but let's see if we can defend our 9th place on Carlos Sainz. We take too much speed through there, so a little bit of a corner cut. I didn't get a warning for that. These aren't strict penalty rules or corner cutting rules, so yeah, don't go too crazy over that. But we're coming through the final section now, locking up. There's very nice fireworks there, green, white and red, the colours of Mexico. That looks brilliant actually. I don't think I've seen that in the actual race, but we're coming through the final corner. No issues here, come to the line. Look at that train behind us. And there we go, we finished in P9. And in terms of pace, I was alright with the AI. I kind of think our strategy screwed us, so I'm not going to make a judgment call in terms of my career AI difficulty. But Toto Wolff celebrating because, of course, Mercedes have won this one. That was a really enjoyable race. I really did enjoy that. Please leave a like if you did as well. And look at the celebrations, the confetti in the background. I do remember it was a fantastic celebration after the first Mexican Grand Prix for quite a few years in 2015. We're looking at a Sauber here. Nasser finished in 21st. I don't know why we're looking at him. The most disappointing driver of the day? I don't really know, but there's the podium. Raikkonen, Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton. Let's see the champagne be sprayed. Great celebration. So over the next few days I will be bringing out just a few random races, like in the wet, certain tracks, different scenarios, maybe things if the formation lap actually does anything, and then I'll be starting my career mode, so look out for that. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more of my F1 2016 content. I can't talk, I really can't talk. Subscribe if you want to see more of my F1 2016 content. I'll learn to speak, and I'll catch you in my next video. Goodbye.